What is up, YouTube? This is Ender from War and Glory, bringing you our latest recap, this time against PwC in the third week of the Invite League. We did lose here 1 star, 113 to 114. We could have pretty easily got that 114th star, but we would have lost on percentage. We figured that out with about 35 seconds left in war. So again, another crazy ending, and we decided to go for it with the 11v11. We needed their last Town Hall 10 attack to have something like 77% or lower in order for our 11v11 triple to win the game. So it looks like it wouldn't have mattered anyways. But again, great showing from our side. Really, every phase brought it. Our Town Hall 9s cleared 9s with 11 or so scouts. Our 10s put in work, 4 10v10 triples, and did a pretty good job clearing the 11s with the exception of their number 1. Took us way too many tries taking down their base. But other than that, 10s had a good showing, and 11s, as always, just killing it. Going perfect for dips, and then almost pulling down the 11v11 triple with half a minute to plan. PwC brought it too, though. They did get the 11v11 triple. Guess they figured their best way to maximize stars after not being able to take down Vincent with the 10 was to hit it with the 11, and they hit it solidly. Easy triple, or making it look easy. Really tough loss here. We were kind of in the driver's seat for the majority of the war. Felt good until about the last 20 minutes when a couple 10s from PwC decided to show up and really bring it with just some crazy attacks, something I can't even imagine. We're talking queen charges into jumps and whatnot. So really beautiful attacks from their 10s in the final minutes to seal the deal. But still solid effort from our guys. And we are going to jump right into these replays, starting with Stitch on their 6, but I actually want to showcase the 9v10 open on this base. We had, let me see, Albert here opening the base for Stitch to take down very easily. Just kind of showcases the importance of these 9v10 scout attacks. I know the majority of the 9s like to go for these 6-packs on 9s, but when you can pull together a scout like this and just get insane value for your 10s, they're going to come in and with 1 or 2 attacks triple that base, and that's exactly what we did here from Albert's scout. Just beautiful. Halfway through this raid, I think a lot of us thought he had a chance at a 9v10. That might just be high thinking after seeing IT snag a 9v10, but it was a beautiful open. So he is going in with the Suicide Heroes here, assuming it's a Hound Loon or Hound variation in the CC. Gets that Inferno down quite easily, and an air defense to go along with it. So solid value right there. Does pull the CC out, and we'll drag that to 12 o'clock with an Archer, kind of get it out of the way. And then it's going to come in with a La Loon on the lower half of this base. Has a Rage, a Heal, 5 Hastes, 1 Skelly Spell for the enemy Queen. So 3 Hounds targeting that first AD and hasting some Loons into the base. And you're going to see them just cruise right through this base. Does have the Rage in that core and drops the Skelly spell for that Archer Queen, unfortunately a little early, and she is holding back in that first compartment. Has the heal for these Loons coming in and hopefully out of that Inferno. Just not enough firepower to get through there quickly. This last pack of Loons will take that Inferno down. But beautiful open. Shout out to Albert for really drawing out the plan to triple this base. You will see Stitch expand beautifully on that to take this base down. Getting a little bit more with those 40-40 heroes than the 9's 30-30 heroes. not luring the CC, just a little more patience on getting the one Skelly spell down on the enemy queen, and then the extra spell slot definitely helps. So again, starting here with the Suicide Heroes, this time going to funnel the Barb King just a little bit differently, if I remember correctly, but bringing the queen in at the same spot. Oh, you know what, his Barb King is going to get tied up on this wall. He does not use the ability because he does not want that Barb King to get in there and lure the CC. So good improvisation from Stitch for holding back on that ability. Waits on the queen too to not lure the CC, and she gets quite a bit more defenses there. And then we'll start that same Lalo that Albert had planned. Hasten into those first set of loons. Very early on these spells, but still getting just maximum use of those spells. So that Rage, not wasting any time with that, does get a crucial freeze in there with the sweeper too. So something that Albert was not able to bring with that last spell slot. And just a massive amount of loons left over. So again, huge shout out to Albert for opening this base. All it takes is a beautiful 9v10 scout to really, really draw up the plan for some of these triples. So that will be our Town Hall 9 showcase of the day, opening it up for Stitch to take it down. We do have 3 more 10v10s to show here, and a lot of variation here. We got Baker running a bitch on their 9. Everyone knows Baker for his famous bitches. This base, for some reason, did not have any of the normal anti-bitch perimeter traps, nothing of the sort. We did run a bitch to open this base with a couple variations, expecting some traps in certain places. Those obviously were not there, so with a second attack on this base, Baker is able to clean it up with just your pretty standard 10v10 bitch, using those bowlers around the base to knock out a couple defenses before getting ready here. Now he is going to funnel nothing to walk from 6 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and we'll have 5 witches walking from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. The goal here was basically to wrap those witches around the base and pick up these last few defenses over here at the end. So as the 2 columns, double jump, bowlers and healers going into the core, with another set of bowlers and 5 witches wrapping around the sides. And is just going to smoke this base. Those bowlers and heroes in the core with that heal and rage get through a significant portion here. Queen is able to step up and take out this Inferno, and we'll have that ability still to use to take out as many of these defenses as possible. This Wizard Tower really the main concern at this point, hoping those witches are able to get it down, and they do. So Baker still having 5 witches up is pretty key here. Mainly single point defenses are left standing other than this mortar, and that's not going to be near enough trouble for these 5 witches. So they are going to clean the rest of this base up fairly quickly for our second 10v10 triple. So props to Baker for getting it done, taking advantage of a Town Hall 10 base not using any traps to stop the bitch. Moving onward, we got, let's see, Maverick using dragons on their 17. So again, another beautiful open, this time by a 10. I mean, you'll notice on this base, aside from these air defenses, they really only have this archer tower at 730 to stop any sort of air attack on this base. So Maverick is going to double Zapquake the 2 core air defenses, able to just use 1 Earthquake with the Zapquake, which will free up a haste. And those zaps are able to get a little bit of damage on that enemy queen, not much, but anything helps. Going to suicide his heroes at 3 o'clock, kind of walking towards 12 o'clock, and has a Laloon to take care of this first air defense. Those suicide heroes are able to open up the Inferno to be direct targeted by the dragons. So able to get all the dragons in that core fairly quickly. And these dragons with one rage will just tear through this core. That Archer Queen, of course, providing some good protection and taking out several defenses on the perimeter. And does have 7 loons in the bag and 1 dragon that he drops at 12 o'clock. That dragon kind of helped tank for that Archer Queen, keep it up a little bit longer, and then obviously hasting those loons into that last air defense to take that out. So a couple loons at 12 o'clock, and then holding 3 in the bag with the haste for that air defense. Really at this point, with how many dragons are left standing, it just wrecked the base. We were all on Discord with Mav as he was throwing this one down and all kind of speechless. Just pretty attack to watch, beautifully executed. So shout out to Mav here. I think he has 5 or so dragons standing, plenty of loons, and the queen with good health. So taking it down quickly and with some style. And last but not least, we have Garrett on his Town Hall 10 account going in on Psycho Kid, they're 18. So Garrett is running some suicide heroes here with a Lalo. I think this base we hit a couple times with 10s, all high 90%. I think our second attack on the base was a 99% by Albert. So took us a couple times to get it down, but solid plan here. We'll have the Barb King with a baby dragon to circle around this base, and a giant to distract defenses for these wall breakers to open up that compartment. Does not want the Barb King walking in there. Once that Barb King staying outside as to not lure the CC, does get the Archer Queen inside like he wants, will use her ability, and these heroes are able to take out a decent amount of defensive buildings here. Opening up that Inferno again to be direct targeted by these loons, going to haste them into that as this Lalo makes its way around the base. That sweeper kind of helping out, moving those loons away from that queen. Does have the rage with the double skeleton spell in the core where the queen is standing. She's going to be taken down very quickly. And has another rage heading into this last Inferno. There is 3 wizard towers up here at the 12 o'clock section. That heal is going to serve those loons beautifully, keeping all of them alive. And Garrett is going to walk out of here with plenty of loons left and pups all around the base for cleanup. So nice attack there. Again, really strong performance by the whole clan. Nothing to hang our heads in for losing this one. Anytime you can put up 113, essentially 114, because our 11s do not miss dips when bases are scouted. They are just automatic there. Just getting outdone slightly there at the end with those 10v10s, using some crazy queen charges and jumps and everything. So that's it until next week with the recap. Have a good one. Peace.